Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Mill Creek Range. This is Benji here, your host. And hey, first thing I want to say is I hope every single one of you have a very Merry Christmas. And hopefully I'll get another video out before the New Year's. But if not, Happy New Year's to you as well. So today I wanted to come back. I finished up with this Mitchell Arms 45 Colt made by Uberti. And this one here was the one that had a severe nickel flaking issue. Now I picked it up inside of a pawn shop, local pawn shop here to me, and I got it at a very good price. I traded in. Actually, I traded in a it was a Bursa Thunder 9. It was a full size 9mm auto, and never did like it. I've had it for, I don't know, 7-8 years or more. And anyway, I never shot it. It just stayed inside of the safe, and I mean, it was could have been a truck gun if you really wanted to. But anyway, I thought, I'm going to see what my buddy down there at the shop has. And anyway, went in and he had this Mitchell Arms. And what I found out about it, they was made, I don't remember now what time frame, but they were made out of Santa Ana, California. Well, actually, they were imported into Santa Ana, California. Of course, they were made in Italy by Uberti. So anyway, it was in really rough condition. Got it at a really good price. Put it that way. And so I brought it back. Just sort of a rough recap because I've done a short video up on it. But I put a Wolf spring kit in it, hammer spring, trigger spring, and also the ejector spring, and also the little button here for removing the pin, for removing the cylinder. Anyway, I put that kit in, and this thing, it is unloaded, but the hammer is so smooth now. It is crazy how smooth it was very stiff before. It is so smooth. It's actually smoother than my Cimarrons that I've got. And so anyway, I sort of mulled about what was I going to do about the finish. Either just leave it as it. I mean, like I'm saying, the nickel was flaking off. You could take your finger and just flake it off in a lot of different areas. So I just sort of started out with the cylinder and my Dremel and some of these type pads. This here is sort of, I think this here is like a 180 or so, maybe a little bit coarser. Then this one here is the finer one. I think it's like 2 something. Then there's a 300 and some odd grit. I started working with it because it had also not just the flaking of the nickel, but also had some pitting, rust pitting. Minor, but still had rust pitting, especially inside of the cylinder, or on the cylinder, and back here on the back part of the frame, and then some up on the barrel. Not bad, but again, pitting. And I don't really think this gun ever fired black powder cartridges. I think it was just kept in a because we're here inside of the South, it gets pretty humid. It was either kept inside of a truck, probably up underneath the seat, somewhere where it was not inside of a very good environment. And yeah, so anyway, I took the cylinder out and started working on it with my Dremel, and really liked the finish. So the other day, or the other night, I took the gun completely apart. Started with the barrel, took the ejector portion off the side of the barrel, and just worked upon the barrel and got it looking really nice. I don't know if you can see much about that right there, but I'll do some more detailed photos, throw them inside of the video here. And so anyway, gave it pretty much like a brushed stainless finish. So looks really good. The frame come out extremely well. I done the hammer as well, and then I done the trigger guard, and now it's brass. Didn't realize it until I started cutting through some of the nickel that was flaking off, and yeah, I got down to the brass, and really, I left it in a. I'll just have to show you some pictures, but anyway, there's some exposed brass, and then a lot of it, nickel still left. So it's a very shallow hint to it. And on the cylinder, some of the copper plating is a little bit exposed. Not a lot, but it's got a sort of a. You can sort of see some of the copperish color behind some of the brushed. So I've done as much of an even brush finish as I possibly could on it, and I'm extremely happy with the outlook or the outcome of this refinishing up on this here revolver. So next, I'm gonna have to get up with AR American, maybe a couple more guys, and see what I got to do then to finish off this gun into a race gun. I know there's some machining on the cylinder. There's also some machining on the hand down here that stops the cylinder from rotating. So I want to get up with them later on. I'm thinking about turning this one here into more of a race gun. I don't know if I'll be able to do some of the work myself. I may have to send it off to have it done, because anyway, I'm not a machinist. This is a hobby for me, so take what I do with a grain of salt. Don't attempt it yourself unless you feel very confident in it. Anyway, I do have something coming up with this gun though. Later on, I've got to take some parts off of it and send it off, and it's going to be a little bit of surprise, and I think you'll probably like it. I know I'm going to. So anyway, this here's my Mitchell Arms Uberti made 45 Colt. It's I think 4 3/4 inch barrel. Yeah, it for me. I mean, it's nice and slick now. So, Merry Christmas to each of you. Hope you and your family have a great Christmas time. I know things kind of sometimes can be tough, but again, remember the reason that we celebrate Christmas, okay? To me, it's not all about presents. I could care less about the gifts, the presents. But, you know, God ought to keep the kids happy. Of course, my kids is now adults, so it's for me, it's keeping the grandkids happy, or we'll say spoiled. But anyway, I hope each and every single one of you have a great Christmas time with you and your family, and hope to see you up on down the trail. Y'all have a good day. And I'm going to throw some pictures inside here of this here little revolver here soon. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.